Hi Scrappers. Today, since it's the 4th of July coming soon, I decided to make a banner, and I saw this really cute idea on Pinterest that somebody had pinned, and it's a banner that you can purchase from a store. It's a little different than this. It was done with fabric, but I've done it with paper, and I thought it was cute, and as I was making it, I decided to share with you the process. So what you're going to need is some patriotic papers, stripes and stars, and I got this at Hobby Lobby last week, and I thought it was really cute. I liked the variegation in the different papers and kind of the distressed look, and I liked that it wasn't really bright because I'm putting it on this burlap paper from DCWV. So the first thing I did was decide how big I wanted my banner, and I decided I'd make these 4 inches. So I found on my Celebrations Cricut cartridge there is a banner like this, only it's got really big holes, so I used the blackout feature and I cut the stripes out. And when I cut the stripes out, I put in my mat, and I was able at 4 inches to get 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Then it wouldn't cut anymore. So I took my mat out and I turned it around and I put it back in, and I was able to get 2 more there. And then the leftover scraps, they fit perfectly in, so I just traced the rest of them and cut them out freehand. And then I was able to get 9 banners off of this one paper. Now, if you don't have a Cricut cartridge that has a banner feature in it, then what you can do is I got a paper and cut it 4 by 4. Let me find my paper here. And so this is 4 inches square, and I measured off to 2 inches. And then you take your ruler and a pencil, and you just go from that middle corner, or the middle dot here, to the corner here, and draw a line. And then you can cut it out and then just discard these pieces. And then you've got the same size banner that I cut out here. So that's a way to do it if you don't have a cartridge or you don't want to bother to get out your cartridge. So then when you're doing this, make sure your stripes go down, that you don't turn this around and cut it out wrong. So then the next thing I did was get the blue paper, and I cut a strip of the blue stars at 1.5. And this is going to make the top. So this is what you've got. And now I'm going to put this down to get some contrast so you can see a little better. I'm going to turn this over and take my glue, and I just glued the whole thing here. And then I took my pieces and put them upside down, and you line the top of the banner with the top of the paper. And then I just pressed it down, and I'm able to get 3 off of a sheet. Now this banner is going to be 9 flags wide at this point, but then I'll see if I need more, I can add more. So that's how I glued those on. And then when it dries, I'll cut these out. And then they're going to look like this. And then they're ready to put on the burlap. So on a 6 by 6 square of burlap, you can get 2 flags. And so I would heavily put the glue on here because the burlap is so porous and the glue kind of sinks down into the fibers. So I just put glue kind of heavy on here. And you can get 2 banners, and I'd probably put a book or something heavy on it so that it weighs it down, because it's not like gluing it on paper. So then I'll let that sit for a few minutes until it gets dry. And then it's going to look like this after it's dried. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out about 1/8 of an inch all around the banners. And don't throw your scraps away yet, because you're going to use the scraps to make the stars. Now, I tried earlier to leave a wider border on this and I didn't like it as much, so I cut it down to the 1/8 inch. And then I just took my fingernail and I just kind of drug along to make it look a little more distressed and to kind of fray the edges a little bit, because I liked that look. So you do that all the way around. And then I got out my George cartridge and I cut out, on my George and Basic Shapes cartridge, I used a piece of heavy cardstock and I cut the star on it at 1 1/4 inches. And so with your leftover piece of the burlap sheet, you're going to trace the star from your template, and then this will be the star that you pop up onto the banner. And I cut it out, and I kind of frayed the star also, just because I liked the look. You wouldn't have to do that. So I just kind of did it like that. And then I took a pop dot. I tried this both ways and I liked it popped up. And if you look at this banner, you can see this one's popped up and this one's not. And I'm going to pop that one up because I like that look better. So then I just took my backing off my pop dot, and then I put it here with the point facing up so they would all be the same. And then just kind of fray it a little bit. Then you take your crocodile, and I used the little hole punch, and I punched in the corner. Then I took the jute. This is just jute that I got at Michael's. And in order to thread this in that small hole, it's easier if you take and you put a little glue on your finger and rub it around the end. It makes it stiff, so it makes it a lot easier to go through. So then you just put it from the top down, bring it up the other side, and there you have it, a cute little banner. I just think it's adorable. I love the look on the burlap. Now, on this last part, I put a burlap ribbon. This is some burlap ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby. And I started to put it in the middle of in here, and I really didn't like it. So what you could do, and this looks cute and it fits it better, is take a piece of jute, and you can just tie a little bow in between each flag if you like that look. If you don't, you can just leave it plain. But it looks cute either way. So anyway, I thought that made a really cute 4th of July banner. It will have 9 flags on it, and it's pretty simple to make. So I hope you'll give it a try, and I hope you all have a happy 4th of July, and thank you so much for watching.